Welcome in, everyone, to this week's episode of Whispering Pantheon. Last week, we ended on a cliffhanger. One of the party members recognized a voice that was shouted across the annals of their history. A voice demanding to see the Oracle of Delphi. I need all of you to make a perception check.
Perception. Uh-oh.
Starting off strong.
We're going right into this.
Ow.
$13 for Durch.
Okay.
That'll be an 8 for Diego.
I'm fixing my fogey.
19 total for Seaweed.
24 for Myyrion.
Nice.
14 for Bingo.
Perception. Sorry, I got a 20.
Oh, very good. Seaweed, I didn't hear what you got. I'm sorry.
19
19.
total.
Very nice. Let me just move this aside here. Boop. You see before you the temple. At its peak, a blue, glowing circle, pulsing with energy, drawing you closer. Step by step, you're pulled forward. And you watch as the clear water of the temple's pool begins to bleed into a murky brown. I need everyone to make an initiative roll.
Oh.
Durch, what did you get on your initiative?
16.
All right, Bikini.
I got a 26.
All right, Seaweed.
Seaweed got 17.
Okay, Myyrion.
5.
Oh no. Okay. All right, Bingo.
Lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13. Okay, Bikini, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is only 12.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was 13, but I think that's because last episode, I just assumed. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm really missing my passive perception of 29 from last campaign.
Alright. You guys are all gonna be... I'm moving Seaweed. You're all gonna be here where Seaweed is.
Yeah, I know Diego when I got there first, if that matters for order.
Right.
I mean, I'm fine if the children want to go first because
They're just gonna...
I don't
They
I
might
don't
get
know
an
what I'm doing.
extra round. Well, yeah. So just know that you guys are gonna be put over here. So put yourselves wherever over here. And then I'm gonna need Seaweed and Diego.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm
No.
ready for it.
No.
To roll
Why?
To roll
I
a
fear
stealth.
nothing.
No!
I need you to roll a stealth.
I got a 5!
Good.
I got a natural 1.
I've been wanting to do this so long. You say no, but you do it anyway.
I fear nothing.
I had forgotten that you got up there first. And you reminded me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna do the thing. So
I mean, technically, I was like, Seaweed's a chatterbox. Like, Seaweed's not hiding. Seaweed got a 5.
Yeah, I mean, after we just got done racing, so we're probably still like shouting, like, yeah.
like hee hee
Blah,
ha
blah,
ha.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why did you fart?
Uh-oh, my
I'm
roll
sorry,
20 is
I'm
being
trying to
kind
call
of
back, I'm
weird.
sorry.
Okay. What is going on? Rejoin his GM? There we go. Okay. Apologies. Poof. It was not allowing me to be the GM. It was like, I don't care if you are a snake on a motherfucking plane. You ain't gonna do nothing. But I got it figured out, so nobody stress. Alright, so the two of you are not stealthy. That's okay. But you are the first to witness the oracle come running from within the temple.
Uh-oh.
She is bloodied, damaged, but she isn't screaming for help. And the entity that is following her is armored from head to toe. And you recognize him, as the lower half of his helmet is pressed into his face as if it is the flesh of his lower jaw.
No.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh no.
let's
Wait,
do
is this the guy
this.
from the bar?
Yeah. It's our old friend.
Oh no.
Okay, the two of you in your loudness draw his attention. And he shouts, "You will not interfere!"
Oh, look.
And the
It's
water...
the asshole from the... Oh, sorry.
You're okay, you can shout. The water before you
Oh,
begins to boil.
yeah. Diego will say, "Oh, look, it's the asshole from the bar." And,
Hello, friend! Wait, this is the asshole?
yeah, this is the asshole.
He holds...
Oh!
He stretches out his hand
You are a big asshole then.
and
You're
says,
so big.
"Here will be your tomb." And all these snakes start
That's a lot of snakes.
start crawling. And because you weren't stealthy, these 5 advance on you immediately. And so, the first round of combat, you two are alone.
Don't worry, we got this.
Mm-hmm.
After summoning the snake, he turns to the oracle. And he grips her around the throat. And then he carefully begins to lift her by the chin. And her body begins to glow. Alright. The snakes are going to try to attack you. There is
For two squishy
an
saucers at the very front.
uncomfortable amount of snakes. First strike, critical failure. It misses. Oh my god, the second is only a 6. Okay, does an 11 hit either of you?
Nope.
Son of
Oh,
a-
not me.
I got 12.
So an 11 does not hit. Alright, moving on to these dice. Ahem. For real!
Stay with those dice, please. Stay with those
Fo-
dice.
All
Don't
right,
change them.
all 5 snakes miss. What the fuck? I am not rolling with these dice. No way! Not even one of them? How scary! Okay, these snakes all have shaker eyes. You know, the kind that you put in like when they attack, right? When they attack, this music plays. It's just like they're old, googly-eyed. They're just, trying their best. They're just
Diego, friend, these snakes are so nice.
No, I like to imagine just like right when the snakes are just about to pounce, Seaweed look at each other, and they do it at the same time.
Are they friends?
they just start
No. Do to them like we did to the bugs.
So these 5 are just like, yeah. And then the snakes in the water are like, who let the kids out? Which one of you stopped babysitting them? And another snake's like, not me. And another snake's like, well, let's wrangle them in then. All right, it's canon. All right, back to the tension.
I like the song though.
No, time for death. All right. Seaweed, it's your move. I will mark the baby snakes and make it canon. Baby snakes are all gonna be pink. Trying their best.
Alright. So can I actually there's a bunch of like little snakes who are harmless to us, and then there's the oracle that's being choked out up there? Are being attacked?
Yeah.
Alright, so Seaweed's gonna first yell at the oracle. Friend! Are you okay? Friend! Are you hurt? Do you need help?
She cannot respond through the chokehold.
Diego, friend, do we help them?
Yeah. I think we help them.
Okay. Seaweed shall help them! Alright, so first off you see Seaweed extend these long tendrils from her arm. This mucus it kind of excretes out into a long kind of whip, and Seaweed shall, kind of like Spider-Man, swoop, I'll go there, swoop, and I shall use Misty Step to Spider-Man went away 30 feet away from the snakes.
Okay.
Then I shall come over here. Friend, do Seaweed's here to help. Do not worry. I shall use Seaweed once again. More tendrils, more of this mucus starts to like basically pour out of Seaweed's arms, and then Seaweed goes to whip at the oracle, casting lightning lure, but using a sorcerer's point to double the distance, so I can make contact with her, and then yank her to me. So
Okay, go ahead and roll.
it's a saving throw on her part. So if she decides to fail, she just moves.
I need to roll an athletics because she's actively grappled.
Yeah, it would be a strength throw on her side.
Right, but he's got a hold of her. So does that mean that the two of them are athletics?
I don't know how this works. My head, it just worked. I had a good idea, and this is gonna work, no problem whatsoever. Comic will just say yes, and it'll happen.
Roll.
Like every.
Maybe
Roll
make
an
him make a
athletics.
roll.
Roll an
Oh, no.
athletics. Go ahead.
Oh no!
So you do have a
This
hold
is
of her.
bad.
but
Athletics.
But let's just say that this whip.
Hey, 19 total.
All right. Let me roll for him. Okay. These dice also not using. What is this? Okay. You pull her to you. Right out of his hands. He bellows.
Hell yeah.
Seaweed is Seaweed. Who are you?
He bellows, and he takes a legendary action.
Don't say that. Why'd you say those words? Oh no.
And he appears behind you.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
Make a Constitution saving throw. As both
Oh,
of his
no.
gauntleted hands, he claps right above your
No.
head.
24 total.
Okay, you do not instantly fall unconscious. but you do you do take half damage. And your ears begin to bleed.
This is bad. Why do you do this to me, Coffin? Why?
You take 8 points of damage.
Ow.
As half.
Ow.
He says, "So will be to the death. I need
Alfred,
only the oracle. I'm still willing to let you live."
See? Friends, save Seaweed!
Okay, Diego, it's your move.
It's y'all move. Okay, let's see. I can do a hero. I can get attacked 4 times. I can get hurt pretty badly.
Kill him, Abanati.
Okay, you know what? I'm just surrounded by friendly snakes. Nothing will happen.
Are you just gonna move?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay. Shoot a 2nd level guiding bolt at him. Yeah, guiding bolt was NX. So 13. Dirty 20. Does that hit?
A dirty 20. You're hitting him?
Yep.
Yes, that will hit his armor class.
Yeah, so a bolt of a rosy radiant energy flies from Diego's hands, hitting him and making him shine. And I will use a quicken spell to shoot a firebolt at advantage. As soon as I can grab my rest of my d6s for damage first.
Pew, 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 pew.
It's the Wombo combo for sorcerers.
Let me...
Wait, is this how it works? It's a combo for sorcerer?
Oh, just like I'm basically giving myself advantage for the next attack. So for the guiding bolt damage, it'll be 3, 6, 9, 11, 14, 15. Radiant damage. And
Okay.
that's
The radiant
6.
damage, you hit him for 15 total?
Mm-hmm.
It crawls up his back. Sorry, were you adding something?
Oh, I have my quicken spell, Firebolt. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, triple max damage.
Oh, okay. It's just a d10.
Yo.
For your
So it's,
tier, so 30. Wow, good job. It's plus an extra damage die, so you get to roll another d10.
Oh, okay. That's a 3. So I added 3 to that.
So 33. Okay. So 15, 33, 48. Damn, okay. So you hit him with the radiant damage and it crawls up his back. Immediately, his already dark silver armor blackens and you hear him, Gah! And then his face turns around and right in the jaw, you watch the metal of that bottom piece that's connected to his face heat up so uncomfortably that he grabs it and he pulls it off. I need the both of you to make wisdom saving throws.
When you say both of us, who do you mean?
You and Diego.
Me?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Seaweed. You're one of the wisest people I ever met.
Yeah.
14 total?
So wise.
Hey, 14 for me too. Does that work?
All right, both of you are frightened.
I would like to do favored by the gods to try to prevent that. So I'm gonna roll 2d4. So that's a 1 and a 3. So it's 18. Is that safe?
Say that one more time. My puppy was barking.
It's no problem. I used favored by the gods to roll 2d4, and I rolled a 1 and a 3, so making a total 18 now.
Okay, 18. You are not afraid. It's almost
Doesn't afraid of anything.
It's almost like for a moment you're startled seeing his face, like the bottom part of his face, the mangled raw meat of the jaw, and the excess canines, and then row of just that front bottom teeth. He's got this almost shark appearance on the bottom part of his face.
And you said he was also frightened?
Yes, with a 14, you are frightened.
Save Seaweed! And I just start shaking the oracle to save me.
I guess before my turn is like, just because someone scarred you doesn't mean to go around harming others. Leave now. And that's it.
Okay. So you say that, and he spits on the ground, right next to Seaweed, and Seaweed's just like, ah! Because when his spit lands on the ground, it's acidic, and the green instantly dies, and he says,
I don't care who you belong to, boy. This oracle is mine.
Seaweed,
Yes.
what's your armor class?
What's my armor class? It's a 12! Because I'm a little squishy sorcerer. It's 12.
All right, Diego. He also says,
This friend of yours, does she matter to you?
and he grabs her. Roll a
Oh.
Seaweed, roll for me, and athletics, please.
Guess what?
And athletics.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Oh,
So he picks her up. And now that he's got her, he's going to use his second attack. And he's going to punch her. And squeeze.
I imagine that hits, right? What he's doing?
So he pulls his fist back, and you see that when he closes the fist, that the knuckles spikes grow out of the gauntlet.
I will. Let me just look at my spell. Oops, sorry. I will use silvery barbs to give disadvantage or nullify any sort of advantage you may have.
Oh, okay. So let's
Yeah, just point at him and say, "You stop that now!"
Okay. The barbs of silvery light fire forth, and then they twist, and they become shrieking missiles of utter dark and despair. Seeing that energy, the magic that you've been blessed with from birth, from that deity which favors you, causes him to stumble. And he says, "It cannot be." And he misses. He relaxes the fist, and then he goes to slap, but he doesn't make contact. He looks between the two of you, and instead, he throws Seaweed. Seaweed, roll a d6.
A D6. Okay.
Seaweed, you also have. I'm going to give you advantage because that's the second part of silvery barbs.
But that's on D20 says 1 for D6.
If you have to roll an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Next time.
Yeah.
But I got a
Essentially.
1 on the D6.
Okay. He tosses you 15 feet. You land, and the d6 that you rolled is how much bludgeoning damage. Everyone else at this point are rushing up into the fight. And we're going to take a very small break.
Right?
Yeah, I think the rest of the party is coming back up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got feared.
Seaweed's a bit scared.
What was that?
Seaweed's a bit scared.
Poor Seaweed.
Yeah, I'm on the ground panicking about to die.
Never fear, this kobold will save your life.
I think Seaweed's gonna die first, you know.
Are you questioning my skills as a kobold?
You're a wizard!
I'm not a wizard.
You're a wizard! You are
We're
a
all
wizard!
wizards.
Yes.
Anyone that can do
Vakeen,
any
it's
kind
your
of
move.
magic
I was
is a
muted
wizard.
this whole time saying, Vakeen,
Oh.
it's your turn.
Exactly.
Hello?
Oh,
Vakeen.
you were
Hello?
It's the actual wizard.
All right.
That's what it's wizard. Wizard will save Seaweed.
The most wizard.
Okay.
Wizardy wizard.
I am going to move
Save the day.
here. I mean, we'll see. I have a feeling his saves are quite decent. I am going to cast.
Not the way I've been rolling.
I'm kind of hoping that leans on my side still. So I'm going to cast a spell called Vortex Warp.
Ooh.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw of
Are you sure?
14 or
You want it to be
yeah.
Constitution?
I mean, everything I have is basically Constitution or
Okay,
like.
that's fine. I'll roll it.
I know. I'm just hoping.
Holy shit balls. Okay. What does
Please
it do?
tell me. So it's going to teleport him. You magically twist the space around another creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you see that is within range. The range is 90 feet. So my goal is to put him. I lost my ruler tool. Oh no! Where'd it go?
Where do you need? I got one for you.
Well, I need to know. Like, I need
Oh, you're
90
trying to-
feet from myself. I think that's gonna be like over here-ish. Just trying to get him far away so he has to waste spells coming back to us, or at least waste time.
What's way the hell over here?
Okay, that's where I put him.
But you can't see. It has to be where you can see, correct?
Let
Because you can't see over
Hold
the
on.
temple.
me see.
Well,
That you can
before-
see within range. Yeah. So I'm the furthest that I can see is where I'm trying to place him.
So like over
Could
here.
you just
A
could you
little.
get them down the hill?
Yeah. I was gonna say you may not be able to see behind the temple, but you can definitely see above it.
Yeah.
I just need a flat space that I can see that is as far away as
Okay,
possible.
so he has
that I can
advantage
place
on
him.
Constitution saving throws, and my dice rolled a double 4.
Heck yeah! Let's go, baby!
Let's
go.
Yeah.
Basically, he either has to waste time running back up to us, or he has to waste another spell slot getting back to us. Is my goal there?
Yeah. Why do my dice listen to me? Hey, I know you love this party. I know you do, but please.
Let's see. And
We
I
love those
moved-
dice as
let's see,
well.
It was 5, 10, 15.
Those are my dice.
Okay, perfect. And I don't really have any bonus actions, so that's my action.
Okay.
I just vortex warp him away as far as possible.
All right. As a reaction, as soon
No.
as he is away from her, the oracle slams her hand on the ground, and she tells the serpents to halt, and they sink back down into the water.
Yo,
Hell yeah.
Nat with the plan.
Okay, 5, 10, 15. She's going to help Seaweed to her feet, and then keep running. Okay.
What about the baby snakes?
Just surrounded by these unintentionally friendly snakes.
I rolled 3 natural ones trying to hit Diego.
Oh. So these snakes are my friends now.
I don't.
Yeah.
Apparently,
That's what
they're
that
like,
means.
the man with the paintbrush is our mom.
Following them around like little ducklings.
All right,
Yeah,
Seaweed.
they did little snake kisses with their tongues.
Seaweed, it is your move. This guy lands on his ass 90 feet away, like in just a heap, and he's like, "What the?" And he sits up, and he points just in the general direction of your party and says, "You, Charlotte!" Charlatan. I just called you Charlotte. I don't know. It's his ex-wife, I guess.
I mean,
it's an
she was
insult.
Charlotte's fine.
All right. Yeah, Seaweed, your move.
Wait, I thought I already won. I was first in.
That was a
initiative.
surprise round.
It was?
Yeah. So now we're at top of the round, so you get gold gain.
Cool. I'm still frightened, so I go 60
I will
feet
let
away in a panic.
I will let you, at the end of your turn, roll to not be frightened again.
Well, I'm still frightened, so I'm gonna move 60 feet away.
Okay.
Sounds like to me like Seaweed wants to get away.
That's what it sounds.
Which I think is actually the smartest thing I've seen Seaweed do.
I'm gonna hide behind the oracle. I'm gonna go behind the oracle.
Okay.
Friends, save Seaweed! I'm gonna use oracle as shield.
Friends, save Seaweed. Good. Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Believe in you.
That's a 12.
Don't forget you have
you're-
silvery barbs, so you have advantage on your next saving throw.
Okay.
Really check our attack roll.
But you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack. Oh, not saving throws. Never mind. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Oh, like that.
Okay, with advantage, it is 19.
All right. Inspiration to the party. Diego's right. Inspiration and party.
Right.
15. You're still frightened.
What?
You got a 15, right, on the reroll?
19.
19.
Total.
Oh, you're not frightened then. Woohoo! You feel confident the Oracle will save you.
Oracle friend, you give Seaweed much confidence.
All right, Durch.
Right. So this guy's pretty out of our league. So I'm gonna turn and look at Myyrion, and I'm gonna like reach into my little whatever I have, wherever I stashed the pendant that Artemis gave me, and kind of pull it out and show it to Myyrion and be like, maybe? What do you think? I mean, I don't know how to use it, but we can try. Worth a shot?
If you want to take that risk.
Oh, yeah. Of course. What do you want me to do to figure out how to use this thing?
What is it that you take out? Is it the crown?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I want you to roll an Arcana.
Alrighty. That is +3.
Oh, I just realized I don't have Hippolyta on here.
Protect my
Arcana
lady.
is gonna be 15.
Say that again. What'd you get?
15.
15 on Arcana. So you're twisting it, moving it around. You're not exactly sure what this crown does, but as you're moving it, the crystals that are shaped like frozen thunderbolts. So it's like glass that strikes a beach. They're all sharp-edged glass that strikes a beach. No, lightning that strikes a sandy beach that forms glass underneath the granules. How it's jerking left and right, crystallized some of its really beautiful colors. There's a couple pieces that form like a triangle that are blue, and when you circle it all the way around, 1, 2, 3, your thumb brushing those blue frozen strikes of thunderbolts. The crown begins to glow. And then it begins to whisper. And I need you to make a charisma saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Come on, charisma. Math is difficult. 11? I may want to use an inspiration on that.
You might.
Yeah, I'm going to use an inspiration. It's a 16? Yeah, lowest was a 12 plus 4. So 16.
The crown begins to whisper. And you put it on your head. You lose 1 point of intelligence.
Why do I have many of those?
And you
I take it
hear
back.
the overlapping whispers. They finally form a phrase. State your wish.
I wish. I wish to destroy this enemy's capacity to fight, but not to speak. Because I want to ask him some stuff.
All right, overhead. Everyone's passive perception is at least a 9. Storm clouds quickly gather, racing from the very edges of your vision, coalescing in a swirling, dark storm. The rumble starts as just a tremor, and then it becomes a squall. Rain begins to plummet to the earth. And the whispers say, so mote it be. A thunderbolt, a strike of lightning, decadent in color. The tip, a bright, flashing blue. The top, a blood red, streaks down from the sky, faster than a viper.
Boom!
This guy, this warrior, is reduced to nothing but a mouth on the ground. Behind you, Durch, is a screech. You hear Politas says, "You fool! Remove that crown from your head!" And it's gonna be Bingo's move.
So, hearing my lady say that, I'm gonna go to take the crown off of Durch's head.
How do you do it?
I'm just gonna grab it, yank it off.
So that'll require you to, like, grapple, hit his armor
Sure.
class, and then an opposing athletics. Durch, you gonna keep the crown?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to keep the crown.
Oh, that's a 22.
To hit him? You hit him.
Mm-hmm.
Now opposing athletics.
Okay, athletics. Yeah. Jesus. It's probably his. I got a 4.
18?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I was wondering. Could I sleight of hand it away from him before he gets it?
So I would allow it normally, but because Hippolyta brought it to
Yeah.
the entire group's attention, everyone's passive perceptions are high enough.
Everybody's seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was standing right next to you too as part of the reason.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, Bingo could have just, like, if she hadn't have said anything, but at the same time, if she hadn't have said anything, who knows if he would have taken it off, right? You don't know.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, how tall are you, Bingo?
He's a little guy.
Or, yeah. He legit, like, crawls up Durch and, like, rips
Yeah.
it off.
And I get in kind of a defensive stance, just in case, like, I don't know how you're going to take this.
So you're gonna hold on
Yeah.
to it, Bingo, and not give it to your lady?
Oh, I'm planning to. I'm wary of Durch right now.
Okay. Talking is a free action, but Bingo, if that's the end of your turn, it is Diego's turn.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Oh, so we're not out of combat yet. That's fun.
Correct. Diego.
Diego will use Cure Wounds on Seaweed. So usual, spell in the hand, look at the wound, and just smack it.
Yep. So you see, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna use. You said you're at half health, right?
Under that, yes.
I'm gonna use a second level.
Oh, you're too kind.
Yeah, okay, so let me just.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an 8. 4 plus 5 plus 5 is 12. 17 points of healing.
I'm sorry, this is one of the Morse credits in my apartment, so I'm gonna mute myself a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
take on. You get it's 17? Okay.
Yeah, 17 points of
Oh, they're
healing.
just loud.
And you'll return like, what was that? That's horrible.
Mhm.
And will end his turn.
Yep. So you see, like, once again, Seaweed doesn't, like, bleed red blood, because Seaweed actually bleeds this, like, light purple blood, because red blood is, like, hemoglobin's, Seaweed bleeds hemerythrin, which is a sea creature blood, so
Oh,
Seaweed's kind of purpley.
Pretty. I mean,
You
oh,
just
no.
got all
you
these-
know. Yeah, thank you. What you know?
I'm sorry, I research weird stuff, okay.
No, it's cool.
You're so strong, wizard. Seaweed feels much better. Thank you for
Yeah,
you are amazing. You're a strong wizard.
Yeah, it does pretty good, but I am horrified of the act that our friend did. Let's focus on that. By the way, ma'am, you looks at the Oracle. You may want to stand back. And that's how he will end his turn.
Okay. Myyrion, it's your move, and just so you know, Diego, the Oracle makes no response to you.
Okay, she's probably in shock. Well, it was traumatic.
I agree.
Alright, Myyrion, what do you want to do? The little baby snakes, they still look mad. But they're little, so you don't really know how much damage they're gonna do, but you know.
Yeah, Myyrion will just move up to the snakes. I guess I'll roll to attack one. That'd be a 10.
A 10 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
That hits.
6 damage.
Okay. You kill it.
Fluffy, no!
Okay. It is the Oracle's turn. Durch. I need you to roll a charisma.
Against. Why do I gotta fight the Oracle? Okay.
A charisma saving throw. Are you immune to being charmed or have advantage? If you are, you're gonna want to roll that now.
Where would I find that?
I don't think you do as a tiefling. I think that's more of an elf thing.
Hellish Rebuke. Nope. Nope. Okay.
It would be under features and traits if you had something like that.
Yeah. 21.
Okay. She, there's these flash of pink, dazzling lights. Roll again.
Charisma saving throw again.
Mm-hmm.
Durch is feeling very attacked right now. I'm gonna use another inspiration, down to 0. That's a 15.
Okay. Now combat is over as Durch falls unconscious.
Shit.
So, would someone like to inform me what just happened?
The snakes all begin to slither around the Oracle, and she sends them back into the pool. Even this little guy, at her beckon, returns to life and slithers away.
Yay.
Fluffy!
I'll step up to my lady real quick and hand her the crone.
Are you a wizard? Are you a wizard? A snake wizard? Seaweed is curious.
You're asking the Oracle?
Yeah. Are they a snake wizard?
She's squinting, eyes narrowed at each of you. And then she whispers, "Why do you have the crown of madness?"
No. What? No!
Oh, Seaweed is confused. Seaweed has no crown.
She points at the fallen, dark mass of ash that seems to be reforming. You have
Would this-
made an enemy today. What'd you say, Natalie? Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna see if this would be the kind of item I could maybe roll a history on, like see if I've heard of this item.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a history.
Thank you. Not super high. 17.
$17 is enough. This item was said to be cursed by Zeus himself. Should anyone attempt to wear upon their brow the mantle of king, would fall into madness. But something curious happened. You don't remember the details exactly, but in the tale, the magic went awry. And Zeus himself vanished.
Why do we have such an item in... why does Mr. Durch have such an item?
Could this have been the thing the god stole? Or the ex-god stole?
Oh.
Wait, was this Artemis' friend?
Yes.
I really don't like what powers this crown has. As much as I don't like that guy, that's not right.
Well, I agree with you. So it's not an honorable way to go.
Wait, what happened? Seaweed's confused.
He's a mouth now.
Oh, a mouth?
Yeah, right over there.
Bingo wants to go check on him, actually.
He does appear to be kind of maybe reforming, though. Perhaps you don't want to be too close?
Where exactly is he? Or reforming at? I'm gonna head that way. I am curious.
Miss Oracle lady, enemy, do you mean him? Because you right now don't seem very pleased.
To use the crown's power is to call on the Mortals are not designed to use this. Your friend has been cursed. If he said, I wished, to the voices... She shakes her head. You should not go check on that which is reforming. You cannot kill a god unless they are in their own realm. He will return. But you have likely made an enemy for a lifetime.
What? Speaking of that god, what did he want from you? He seems to be. He was hurting you, trying to get something out of you.
You are correct. He wanted my powers.
That is not something that you can just freely give, is it?
It is something that can be taken. And then she makes a motion with her hand and Durch's body begins to float.
Such a strong wizard.
She says, come into the temple. I will seal it from further intruders. And you will all answer my questions.
Alright, Diego will follow.
Okay.
Bingo, you mean? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Diego, friend, are we going in?
Yeah, I think it's best. Bingo! The Oracle lady said to get away from that, otherwise the god might smite you.
Oh, that is the Oracle? Hello, Oracle friend. So we need your help, please. Oracle is not very nice. Diego, friend, why is the Oracle not nice?
I think she's really upset about the crown.
I just need to know if, Bingo, are you gonna go look at this at the mouth still, even though she told you shouldn't?
I was too interested. I wanted to go see it real quick.
Okay, go ahead and roll a Charisma saving throw at disadvantage.
Kidoki.
And as you pass into the unseen aura of the ashes, take a minus.
I'm gonna pop.
Take a minus
one of my-
10
Oh.
to that saving throw.
Well, I won't use an inspiration then, and I'll just take that natural 1 that I rolled. I did roll a 1 and a 20 though. I will say that. But I'll have a nat 1.
Okay, your intelligence minus is 1. Roll an insight for me.
That's a natural 20.
All right. That is the only way you could have noticed. Good job.
Lucky dice roll.
Passing through the aura, you feel nothing. You feel no change. You breathe in the ashes. There is the smell of burning flesh and ozone. And at first, you don't feel any different. But as the curse of the Whispering Crown takes root in your very marrow, you hear the whispers in the back of your mind. A paranoia that takes root. You do not feel safe. What do you do?
Find where the remains of our enemy is.
That's where you are, yes.
I'll take a moment, I'm sorry, I didn't get to... I wanted to beat you on my own. Didn't seem fair to win a fight that way. You have my apology. I'll settle this fairly next time. And I'll leave after making my short apology.
Okay. Just roll me a d20.
Ooh, it's 17.
Okay. While Bingo is over there speaking to the ashes, what's Seaweed doing?
I guess Seaweed followed Diego into the temple.
The Oracle is waiting for all of you, so she hasn't led you inside the temple at all.
Oracle!
She's
then,
watching
are you the
Bingo.
Oracle? I'm sorry, what was that?
She's watching Bingo.
Friend! Are we going inside? Seaweed is very confused. What was that? See what it... What is the crown? Hello?
A godly artifact.
Seaweed just kind of once again stares very dumbly at the Oracle. What is artifact?
It is... We should not speak out here. We will wait for your small friend unless you can go collect him for me. Could any of you collect him for me? I will not approach the ashes.
Okay.
Diego, friend, do you need help?
Yeah.
Let's go, Diego. Let's go, friend.
Alright. The two of you move towards the pile of ash.
Bingo, friend.
I notice them before they get too close.
They're loud.
Call out to don't get too close.
Are you okay? Are you stuck?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Uh,
Seems like the the area still hasn't settled since whatever the artifact did.
Is it scary? Is it dangerous over there? Are you okay? Do you need to be rescued? Bingo, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Bingo, don't die! And I cast, I keep forgetting my spells. The blah 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 thing that lets you pull people lightning lower! And I yank Bingo to me.
Just choose to fail.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, you saved me.
The two of you,
Seaweed, I appreciate you.
you do not have disadvantage, but you have a -5 to a charisma saving throw.
Wait, both of us?
Correct. As you move Bingo into your squares.
Oh.
Friend, are you... Theo does not feel good.
I feel like my force of personality got slighted.
Theo, friend, what does that mean?
I don't know. I just felt like saying it.
Theo, you're a wizard. These words confuse Seaweed very much.
Okay, what'd you get on those charisma saving
You
throws?
are so smart. Explain to Seaweed.
I'm sorry?
What'd you get on those charisma saving throws? -5?
Oh.
Oh, you're supposed to roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Okay.
Let me just see.
4.
Okay.
It's 17 for me.
Okay. And that's with the -5?
Yeah, because
Sorry.
roll the 15.
I rolled a 9 total. -5 is 4.
Okay. Diego, roll an insight. Seaweed doesn't feel any different. There's no change.
I'm going to use an inspiration for that one.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pause and let everybody react, because the Oracle did tell everyone to go if they want, because she's not going to get them.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Alright. There's something off about Bingo. It's the same feeling as when someone who means ill or is a danger walks into a room. You can feel their aura, their energy kind of pulsates from them and then seeps into the air around them. Seaweed seems oblivious. But something
was so happy to see you again.
Something hangs heavy in your heart, Diego. Something very profane was done here, and you can't help but look back at the ashes, at the mouth that is whimpering as the ashes very slowly piece itself back together.
Before, because how far are we out from the ashes? At least 60 feet?
I think we're more like 20 feet-ish.
Oh, 20 feet?
Once again, we were 20 feet away from whenever Bingo was. At least I was, to use lightning lure.
Diego said. First looking at me was like, I don't know what happened to you, but you don't seem right, and I think we need to see Hippolyta about this. But first, Diego look at the ashes, like, get better, and just, I don't know what to say, but I don't like you. But
Friend,
just get better.
that is the rude.
Diego will use a healing word on the pile of ashes.
You heal
And-
the ashes.
Yep. 7 plus 5. 12. And Diego's like, come on, guys, let's get back inside.
All right, pausing there. Pause. The keen. Mir.
I'm standing approximately halfway between the Oracle and the ashen pile because I wanted to be close enough to rush over if I needed to assist, but I didn't want to get too close if I didn't have to. So I'm just observing from about a halfway point.
Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
All right, Mir.
Mir's just kind of been focused on the crown, what Paulette is or has been doing with it this entire time.
She's wrapped it very closely in silks that she's drawn out of her messenger bag, which seems like maybe it's a fine cloak of hers. She's like hastily doing this. What's your passive insight, Myyrion?
— 13.
You can tell that she's panicking. And that there are tremors of fear in her delicate hands as she rolls the crown up. She's very, very faintly muttering to herself. If you try to listen, you can kneel down beside her or just kind of lean in if you'd like.
He'll step closer, lean in, just softly ask, what does this mean for us now?
The veiled face looks up at you. The beginning of the end. We will have no choice but to see this crown entombed. I don't know all the details, I didn't know he would use it. And she looks over at Durch's unconscious body. With his hatred for the deities, I didn't think that he would use it. I didn't believe that he would. I thought he was the perfect one to hold on to this. Myyrion, we have just painted a target on ourselves. I didn't think I had to. I didn't think he would use it. His vehemence for the gods, it's palpable. Oh.
You gave him something that promised power and you didn't warn him. Myyrion just kind of shakes his head a little bit.
He acted as though he knew what it was. He knew that it was the crown. That it caused madness. He knew. But I never thought he would use it.
He kind of sighs heavily and... So what's our next step from here?
We asked the Oracle. And we prepare for the worst. And then she slides the crown into her bag. And then she takes that bag and she shrinks it. And she places it into a magical locket. At that point,
Okay.
Diego's heel causes this bright rainbow of color to descend on the ashes. And everyone but Durch, because he's unconscious, you see the ashes begin to manifest quickly. And then the Oracle shakes her head.
My friends, perhaps we should retreat into the temple where we have protection. When he comes to be, I don't think he's going to be very happy.
Yeah, you're right.
Diego, we must go. She was very scared.
Yeah, come on.
Bingo friend, come Bingo.
All right, let's go.
Sorry, it may not have been the smartest move, but it felt right to do.
Right. The Oracle
Why
simply
help
misty
those
steps so that she's at the base of the temple, up top, and she's walking in as if just abandoning all of you. If you are trying to be fast before the ashes reform, you must roll a survival check.
So are we freaking out because the thing's gonna return real fast?
I got 13.
I'm just like read the mood. Are we all panicking right now because the evil thing's gonna come kill us?
Well, I'm not
There-
panicking, but we should hurry.
Yeah,
you gotta-
there's definitely a quickness to the step. 19, by the way.
I also got a 19, but I am going to state that I make sure everyone gets in. So I will technically go in last because I want to make sure that everyone makes it up to the temple. So if I have to sacrifice that 19 to do that, that's what I will do.
Survival.
All right, going down the line, I will let you know. Let me get everybody's stuff first. All right, Bingo, what'd you get?
13. My lucky number.
Okay, Diego,
19.
Durch.
Unconscious.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Thank you. Mir,
I'm just floating.
22.
I assume I'm already in.
22. Okay,
Nice,
Seaweed.
nice, Myyrion.
Seaweed, what did you get?
I got a 13 a total.
Okay, and Vikeen got a
Nice
19.
twinsies.
Okay, Hippolyta goes to lift Durch, and then Vikeen comes over and shoulders him as well. And you can't help this, Vikeen. This is just something in your nature. It's a natural reaction for you. Damn it! It's
Right.
not your fault
Right.
that you tune in
Correct.
to the fact that your hand brushes hers, and you're both holding on to him, and you can feel her pulse. You can smell the flush. It's a very serious moment, absolutely.
Right. Totally in character. Absolutely. 100%.
But you do notice. All right. The DC was 13. You all make it inside. Whew. You pass through the boundary just as the Oracle sets the purple wards. The wards lift around doorways, windows, the very walls themselves. And within the confines of the purple color, glass and smoke swirl in a defensive array. That will keep most prying eyes from here inside the temple. She snaps her fingers and Durch wakes up. You feel like shit, Durch. You have 1 hit point.
Oh, fuck.
I need everyone that hasn't already to make a charisma saving throw as the Oracle begins her speech.
So, Seaweed, yes, no?
Nope, Seaweed no, Diego no, and Bingo no.
That's fine, I failed! Heck yeah.
So the other two go ahead and roll.
That is a nat 20.
Okay.
21.
Seaweed so oblivious.
This is a charisma save.
Yeah.
20.
Okay. So the three of you, like Diego, you feel no different. Oh, no, you do feel different. You feel a change. Because Seaweed failed. She didn't tell there was anything different.
I'm oblivious.
Yeah, she's like, everything's happy. But you feel this ominous, like a tether. Not so much an aura, but a tether that reaches, weaving its way in between your rib cage, stretching out. And then all of you take 4 points of psychic damage as you suddenly can hear each other's thoughts.
Back unconscious.
Wait, is Seaweed so dumb that she doesn't even get hurt? Nice.
She feels no different. Only those who made the saving throw get the headache. It's just like,
Good.
ugh, and Durch faints, and then Hippolyta heals you. 7 hit points. But just because I want to know, Seaweed, what are you thinking that everyone can hear, like, on blast amplified? Because I'm imagining the hamster song.
Like, just imagine, like, Seaweed's really confused, so just imagine, like, a loading sound. Just like a dial-up tone or something like that. Just like a spinning, like, dolphin or icon in Seaweed's head. Seaweed's so confused, he's just trying to process what's going on, so just just
Kind of like this.
just yeah.
Oh, the dial-up internet sound.
Yeah, that's what Seaweed's so confused, like, what? Friends? Except, like, aquatic-y fishy, I guess. I don't know. How do you get aquatic, like, fish dial-up tone? I don't know.
There's
yeah,
just
that's
glub
pretty
glubs
much
in
it.
between.
Also, I think it's like if you're so into a seaweed, you'd like smell like fish things. I don't know. You feel the moist in your mind.
Oh, God.
You feel the moist in your mind. Oh, that's so good.
Myrion's
So
face will
dirty.
kind of wrinkle with that feeling.
Durch, after being unconscious, waking up with a hangover, then getting knocked out with psychic damage, and waking up feeling moist, he's just gonna throw up everywhere.
Just
Yeah.
all over the tiled.
And inside your helmet?
Yep.
Oh no!
It's
Just
like dripping down the mask.
like sprays out the eye hose. You know.
Oh, that's so gross.
It really is.
Dirt's friend, you do not glow when you spit.
No.
Seriously, but Seaweed's confused. So Seaweed's just gonna go next to Dirt and also vomit up some like colors in the ground. See, this is what Seaweed does. Why do you not glow?
He pukes again. Like it's overflowing out of the mask holes now.
Seaweed just spits up more colors.
You know that scene in Scary Movie 2 when he parodied The Exorcist and everyone's throwing up?
There's just rainbows coming out of Seaweed right now. Just rainbows.
I think Vikeen is going to facepalm
Bingo is also gonna face
and
palm.
then turn to the Oracle and say, I am terribly sorry. It's been a interesting day. Apparently it's gone from interesting to terrible.
Believe it or not, this is not the worst day I have ever had. At least, the Trident is amusing.
Vicky nods. It is also not my worst day, so, I guess not too bad.
She kind of smirks a little. She gives you her eyebrows raised look like, yes, you want to say something?
I don't want to be rude, but so what did we just walk in on? Why was he trying to take your power? Other than the fact that he might just be greedy.
There are aspects of fate that only an oracle is immune to. You see, the three sisters are a friend of mine. Often they visit my temple. We have tea, and we dance in Dionysus' garden. There are pieces of his fate he wishes he can rewrite, he can change. But that is not how this works.
I was about to say that fate can not be rewritten when it has already happened, correct?
There are some powers that can rewrite it.
Oh,
So it's not something people are just born into. Like there is choice, right? Or is it all fake?
Choices are what weave fate. But the fates themselves can cut your thread should you disappoint them at any moment.
That seems kind of messed up.
It is the nature of our world.
But should someone have the power to decide if someone should end just because they don't like them? Seems off, if you ask me.
I think the question you should be asking is, are the fates fair?
Hmm.
Each thread is generated by the choices of mortal man and immortals alike. And those threads are then spun by one sister. Then they are woven by another. And finally, when the choices accumulate in a natural end or an unnatural end, they are snipped.
I see. That's actually a lot more comforting than I thought it was going to be.
But you did not come here to discuss the fates. And that's when you guys hear on the barrier, boom, boom, boom. You look up and you see the fully armored man. He's still like reforming. Parts of him are still broken off into the air of ash. He's yelling, but you can't hear the words just when he hits the barrier.
Bingo's just gonna call out, "Come again later."
Seaweed's the one because Seaweed got really freaked out. So Seaweed's got to run behind the oracle and hide. Friend, protect Seaweed, please. Thank you.
Let us go further into the chamber. You will not be able to bypass that spell for 8 hours. And by then, hopefully, you will be long gone.
What about you? It seems... Are you going to go somewhere else?
She gives you kind of this little smile. Roll an insight.
Okay. It's a 14, so 17.
She's genuinely surprised you would ask. Or care.
I mean, we kind of just, slap the beehive and, all that English probably gonna transfer over to you if you stay. So, hoping, the fates would probably give you a room or two,
slap the beehive. I think we should incinerate the
I mean, then the
beehive.
beast would be dead and there wouldn't be a problem in the first place.
He looked pretty incinerated to me.
I, may
Just
have
happens
killed him
to
a bit.
also be a deity.
Oh. Other than this, I think all of us had things we want to talk about, but I guess we'll discuss it once we get farther in the temple.
Seaweed has quick question. Seaweed has question, please. Oracle friend. do you have a name?
I'm called Delphi.
Delphi! Seaweed is Seaweed.
She gives you a nod.
Delphi friend, should we, go?
Follow me. And she takes you deeper into the temple, and then she leads you into what appears to be a waiting room. I assume you are all here to have your prophecies told.
Seaweed needs directions to home.
I'm just doing this for a really dear friend of mine, Kawaki.
Actually-
I don't know if I would really call it a prophecy, but I definitely have questions.
I'm here on my lady's behalf, but I do have something I wouldn't mind you checking in on if you could spare it.
I don't care about the future. I want to know about the past.
And I do have a few questions for you, but first, there was another voice earlier before we actually crested the hill. Do you know where they are?
I sent him away. And she gives you a very steady look, Myyrion. That is why you seem familiar. You are related. And her eyes flash a brilliant gold before settling back into their chocolatey brown. She says, I see. You need not fear. He has been returned from whence he came. Mortals are unallowed to demand, though mighty heroes or quarter Olympian they may be.
He just kind of nods, maintaining the gaze back.
Who shall go first?
Woo! Seaweed is very confused, so, help Seaweed, please.
Of course. And she motions you to follow her into the room where she has her visions.
I guess Seaweed just kind of falls in. So, a Delphi friend, Seaweed is, from Post. Near the ocean. Where is the ocean? Seaweed is very lost.
From here, you will travel east
East. Okay.
for 9 days. And then you will make it to the ocean if you are traveling by foot. However, do you remember a shard, a bright piece, almost like glass?
Oh, Seaweed notes! Yes, you bring up, Seaweed remembers.
She
But
holds
Seaweed does not know what I went to.
She holds
Seaweed,
out
you would-
both of her hands. Can I have your palms?
Seaweed, okay. Seaweed does not know what the stone is. The stone is under, the ocean? That is the last place Seaweed saw the stone.
She's still holding out her hands to you.
I guess Seaweed does.
Okay, you put your
Now-
hands in her hands.
Delphi is now moist.
That's fine.
Also, I'm sorry, there's like a bunch of like loud motorcycles outside. Apologies. Motorcycles. Ah, I'm good.
The stone is with you. Her eyes are glowing gold. It is a part of you now, Seaweed. A part of your fate, a thread that has been woven into the tapestry of your life. You cannot deny its power. To deny its power is to deny your own life. And you have a lot of life left before you.
Seaweed is confused. Where is this crystal? You said Seaweed has a
She
crystal?
gets this little smile, a smirk, and says, your left butt cheek.
Seaweed just kind of like drops down, starts looking. Where? And just points her ass at Delphi. Where?
She moves your pointer finger to exactly where there's this scar. Boop. So you're touching where the shard is in your butt cheek.
So Delphi's just like palm on ass. Oh. Seaweed cannot look behind Seaweed, so Seaweed is not done. Where did the scar come? Seaweed is very confused.
Magic. It came
Wait.
from magic.
The magic stabbed Seaweed in the ass?
She nods.
But
I am not exactly sure why it chose to enter your body through such means, but it has chosen you. Like I said, it is a thread that has woven itself into your tapestry, and it cannot be undone. To undo it is to deny your very life. It is something you must learn. Something that you must reconcile with.
or this. Oh. So the crystal can never leave Seaweed?
She nods. If you wish to try, I could see about having a vision on your answer.
Question though. Does anyone else know the crystal, or just Seaweed and you?
Those from under the waves, and her eyes, like, they flicker from that beautiful buttery gold to this deep red, just like a wave behind her eyes. Those that are below the waves seek the light of the crystal. They seek Seaweed. And should Seaweed not gather allies or enough power to defend themselves, they will be swept asunder, swallowed by Poseidon's wrath.
Seaweed is not like the crystal anymore.
You must learn to wield it, to defend yourself.
How does... So the crystal is in the ass. Do I fight with the ass? Does Seaweed... Seaweed's confused. Delphi Fleet? How does Seaweed attack with ass?
She grins. The magic may have entered through your behind, but it is coursing through all of you. Every spell you cast is infused with this magic.
Seaweed is wizard now?
Seaweed is a wizard.
Oh. Seaweed is wizard. Oh, before Seaweed forgets, Seaweed does this a lot. Diego friend was asking you were to leave?
Asking her what? I'm sorry, say it again.
I'm trying to get confirmation that Diego mentioned that the Oracle might leave the building, the premise, perchance.
I am confined to this temple. It is my fate. I cannot leave.
Seaweed would recommend a good friend to go see for you. If you're ever in post, go find Kibo. Kibo is just like you.
Kibo.
Giving advice to people. Kibo is amazing. You will love Kibo. Kibo's a good friend. Very good friend.
She leans forward suddenly, I have decided I like you very much, Seaweed. So
Oh.
I will give you a boon if you would accept it.
Well, Steven's question, what is a boon?
A gift.
Oh.
It is a gift from someone powerful enough to grant them. Would you like a gift, Seaweed?
Sure. Does Seaweed give you a gift in return? Seaweed has no gift. Seaweed's very sorry. Seaweed just starts to pattern herself trying to find, like, I don't know, some little trinket or bauble on her person. What? I don't even know if I have something like that. What do I have in my inventory? Let's see, what would be a good gift? Oh, a rope. Rope is always useful. Here. Seaweed gives you a gift in return. And I give her, 50 feet of rope, because rope is always useful. You can never have too much rope.
Okay. She... She gives you a charm. She leans close and says, "This charm is called the Charm of Many Farewells. It looks like a little sachet dressed in brocade, meant to be tied to a belt. When you take it, your eyes change whatever color you would like. They take on this glittering, swirling, misty haze.
But they become hazy?
They like glitter. Doesn't affect your vision, but like everyone else looking at you will be like, wow, they're glittery.
So they glitter and they also glow.
So, yeah, it's... yeah.
Seaweed is also oblivious. She says, "You're..." So it just looks like a little satchel?
Yeah, it's like a brocade sachet. So it looks like it holds herbs in the sachet. And you
A
know,
little bag?
yeah,
Seaweed is very appreciated. Bags are very useful. Thank you for the little bag.
she nods. When you open this one up, chew on just a few pieces of the leaf inside, and you will be able to cast Misty Step as a reaction when you are hit. Be wary though. You can only use this charm 13 times. The 13th time you use it, the charm will no longer work until it is refilled.
Oh. What is the food? Is it a food?
You just open it up and take a look.
Seaweed opens.
Dry flower petals. Each flower petal looks like a raindrop.
Seaweed never seen such flowers.
They are
Are
called...
they tasty?
They are called
Would you like one?
farewells. She shakes her head no. They are from the Feywild. I gathered
What
them
is
when I
that?
was young. It is the realm of Aphrodite, Dionysus, Hermes. And it's a beautiful
Oh.
place.
Well, you are very kind. If you're ever in post, find Seaweed at the port. Or find Kibo. Kibo will also help.
Seaweed, you must not forget. You must grow in power. You must gain powerful allies, or the wrath of Poseidon will take you, and you will lose your life. That is all I have for you now. Travel easy, my friend. You have entertained this old oracle.
I think if I mention like Poseidon in like past history stuff, I think Seaweed starts to get like a little nervous and just kind of like hugs Delphi. Friend. Thank you, friend.
She She pats your head. And she returns your hug, if awkwardly. You don't think she gets many of those.
You are
She's-
very kind.
I am merely doing what fate has demanded I do.
Fate demanded the crystal on my ass? Seaweed's very confused. Thank you, friend! Seaweed, realize we have very little time before the thing attacks.
Will
Thanks,
you
friend.
send in the next person who would like to speak with me, Seaweed?
Yes, friend.
And she gives you a little head pat again and a little, like, scooch.
Seaweed puts her pants back on. And then kind of shuffles out. Friends, who wishes to talk to the Delphi?
I'll give it a shot. Yeah.
Deco friend. See what I tell you. She
Yeah?
loves hugs. Give her many hugs. She loves the hugs.
Okay, will do. Thanks for telling me. I
You're
also like
welcome,
hugs.
friend.
I also like hugs too, by the way. So yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
sure, she likes to
okay.
touch the ass.
Just like my dad.
Oh
Oh my god.
That explains
dun,
so
dun,
much.
Go, friend. Go get the ass touch and the hug.
Just go inside.
Okay. You step in, and she's actually seated cross-legged on a prayer mat. In front of her is a wide brass bowl where incense are lit and curling. Smoke swirls and forms pictures of dancing satyrs. Beautiful flowers. When you approach, the smoke changes from the image of the wilds to a stunning dragon in flight. And it curls with the smoke up towards the ceiling, where it hits and vanishes into a plume. And she looks at you evenly.
That's amazing. I'm sorry. It's really cool. Can you teach me to do that?
Tell me, why is it I sense no malice from you?
I mean, unless you do something bad to someone, I don't see the need for violence. Oh, but by the way, see, we said you like these, and you was, if you don't mind, you would just like open his arms up for a hug and just like pats, if she's comfortable with receiving it.
She just looks very confused, because she's seated and you're standing. Her head tilts. And she
Yeah,
likes
see, we
the
said you like those.
length of your arms, and then you lean in to hug her, and she... Huh.
I kind of bite a bit because I realized I would like something for you, but first, India will go through his bags and pull out a sword hilt. A good friend of mine.
Her eyes widen. Where did you get this?
Oh, from my good friend Kulakimo.
Who?
Oh, they don't like that name. Cloud?
Nimbus gave you this blade. And she gets this little smile. And then her eyes suddenly water. And you're just like,
I see this means a lot to you. Do you need a moment, or would you like to talk about it?
She reaches forward. Nimbus and I were separated. never to see each other again.
I see.
So they broke their blade, giving me the sharp end and keeping the hilt for themselves.
I'm sorry you're forced to be separated from a friend, especially when they're so close. If that's the case, Joe will go through his bags and we'll pull out a little dragon statue with a it looks very fine, but a very out of place paint mark with a heart that says BFF on it.
She
like,
actually chuckles. You made this.
No, Cloaky, they gave me this, saying if, I helped them when they were hurt and healed them. They were very generous with their gifts. He said if I was ever in trouble, to use this and summon them. But I get the feeling that you're not gonna leave here, right?
My fate has entombed me within these walls.
Before I ask my request, if you don't mind, I'd like to try something. I'm gonna whisper this to you, see if it's okay to use this.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's not the EM. Yeah. If I feel as though we probably made your fate even worse than it possibly could be, even if he was going to take away your powers and even worse your life. I still feel a little bit responsible for all this. So if you would, may I take your hand?
She lets you take her hand. You can tell that she's thrown off by this. Usually she's the one leading guided visions and giving prophecies, but so far your party has just absolutely been surprise after surprise after surprise. And she takes your hand.
I want you, just for a moment, think about hope. Close your eyes and think of the world you want. This is something I've been trying out. And Diego will use calm emotions and see into her heart and show her a life of fulfillment, of friends, family.
Okay.
The world she wants to see.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Alright. That is a 15.
Okay. Her eyes begin to glow, and because there is a connection between the two of you, you are helpless as her will sweeps over your mind, and you see the same vision that she does. The phrase that comes to mind is the Oracle and the Dragon, and you witness a lifetime, her training to be an Oracle, where ultimately she will be confined to Delphi, at the beck and call of the Olympians. Not quite a slave, but not quite free either. You watch your friend get down on his knees and swear his undying loyalty. And then you see that she does the same. For your context, you may not know the exact events that ripped them apart, but you can feel the wound that they've left within her. They have jaded her, made her complacent to a life that could be worse, but not by much.
Okay.
And the vision that you give her to say the least, it is to defy the gods themselves. It is to cast off the shackles of being the Oracle of Delphi and to live simply for as long as possible with Nimbus. When you regain your senses, she's no longer touching your hand, and she's quietly weeping.
Sorry if that was rough, but there's so much I couldn't do. I at least wanted to show you a life that was free from all this. At least give you a taste of it. The art god that brought me back to life told me if I study my art well enough, I could free the shackles that people put on themselves. Doubt, lies. I could help free him from that. I guess this is the power that I try to form.
She's speechless. Until finally, after she gathers herself, wiping at her face, she touches your forehead. Her eyes glow red, and when she pulls them away, she says, "Your fate is very special indeed, for you are the only soul brought back by the very dark itself. Your destiny you cannot hide from, Diego Abernathy, for it is chasing after you on the pale horse, faster than death. You will either rise to meet it, or all that you care about will burn."
Okay. Is there a way I could stop this? Or just getting allies and getting stronger is the only thing I can do.
You must surround yourself in good faith and better company with strong bonds. And one way or another, the Colossus comes.
I shouldn't ask. I want to. Will my city still be standing?
If you find warriors brave enough to defend it.
Okay. I guess the last thing I really want. Can you send messages to people?
I can.
Can you tell my dad that I'm okay? Haven't seen him in a while when he's trying to find somewhere else for us to live. His name is Satino Abenati.
I will do this for you.
Thank you. Are you sure you don't want this statue? You could have Nimbus show up. I'm okay with it.
I will trade you a boon.
If he wants it.
But I will not take it for free. Or she says she will not take it for nothing.
Okay.
Okay. Same sachet. But yours is a brocade little bag tied with a waxed flower. She says this is a charm. A charm of green bounty. Do you accept?
Yes.
Okay. You take the sachet, and you can sprout flowers from your hair at will.
Awesome.
You're unhindered by rough terrain, regardless of the terrain. The earth around you molds to make your steps light. When you expend hit dice as part of a short rest, you regain an additional 5 points. In addition, when you have used your hit dice to gain an additional 5 hit points, the following encounter, when you heal an extra 1d6.
Nice. So I can heal people for an extra d6 worth of healing.
So long as you expend a hit dice as part of a short rest.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Essentially, she explains, as long as the flowers are blooming in your hair, you heal extra.
Thank you very much.
I'll type these out and send you guys what charm you get, so no worries.
Tell Nimbus, actually, when you first see him, call him Kwakimo. He makes the funniest face when you see him.
Kalakimo?
It means my cloud. A little cloud.
I will do just that.
Alright. I'll bring the next person in.
As you get to the door, she says, Diego.
Hmm?
You know,
Yes?
the Longed-Tooth Rider is coming for you.
Longtooth Rider?
She nods. Then she blinks and the glowing in her eyes changes as that's all of a warning that she has for you.
Okay. I guess horses don't like me much.
Alright. And we're gonna take a brief bathroom break right there before we bring in the next party member.
Woo! Woo!
It's time,
Character development.
it's time for everybody to go pee. Everyone, go pee.
So Diego came back out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Diego can Did you like the hug and the ass touch?
I did do the last part because it did. You gotta be careful about who's but your touch.
Well, that is very true.
Yeah, no, my dad was very specific about that.
Mm.
But anywho, next person, if you want to go, I'm just gonna sit here and just sketch.
I think I will go.
Vikim, remember the ass touch.
He just smirks. And he'll go in.
Okay. When you step into the Oracle Seer's chambers, it reminds you of home. What you notice are the wide swaths of gauzy fabrics that dangle from the ceiling that absorb the scent of her incense, giving the whole room this earthy smell. The second thing you notice is the statue that she sets down at her side. She had been closely examining it before you came in.
He will actually give a small bow when he comes in. He says, "Ah, my Lady Oracle."
She gives you a slight nod.
I do have one just probably not even really important question before we start. You introduced yourself as Delphi. I know the area is referred to as Delphi, so is that more of a title that you received when you became the Oracle?
That is my name now.
He nods. I see. I'm going to be a little bit honest. I'm only slightly lost on what I even... I don't know what to ask you. Clearly I have made mistakes. I guess I am maybe looking for some guidance on how to maybe best make up for those mistakes. They're pretty grave. He looks a little bit ashamed.
You wish
A lot of
to
it.
erase the insult.
Well, I mean, that's erasing it entirely is, I feel like that would be a little bit difficult, but if there is a way that I can rightfully apologize and make up for the insult. He gives another humble bow.
You will want to seek Dionysus.
Okay.
If there is anyone who knows how to assuage old wounds of very powerful enemies and perhaps allies, he is the one you wish to speak to. Lucky for you, his garden is half a day's journey from the base of Delphi.
Oh. That is convenient.
For his aid, I am not sure what Dionysus will ask you to do. But if you explain your situation, it may only be a simple favor.
Right. Earlier, you mentioned that the that there are... I suppose this is stupid, but you mentioned that there are greater powers that can perhaps rewrite events that happened. While I'm not seeking to do that for the insult, because that is on me and I claim complete responsibility. But there's one event that if ever possible, I would like to reverse. Is that attainable for a humble mortal like myself?
It depends on what you wish to have reversed.
A death. A life that I did not mean to take.
You will want to seek out Hades. And again, for a favor, he is more likely to help you.
Right. Okay. Is there anything that I can do for you before we are to leave? Because I don't know, you sit in this temple all day, all night. I mean, just serving others. Do others ever serve you? Is there anything I can do for you?
How curious your entire adventuring party is. So
I have only known them a day, but they are curious.
So far, every one of you have been kind and unselfish. Very rare in our world.
That's because you haven't... He kind of... I feel like there is maybe one person in our group that is a little bit selfish, but you haven't talked to him yet.
I see.
But I hope his character will change over time. I hope that maybe he can learn by being surrounded by pretty good people, it feels like. I hope that maybe he can learn not to be so bitter, so angry.
You plan to continue to travel with these people?
Oh, well, I mean, I imagine as an oracle, you have possibly had a glimpse into the, well, he kind of gestures back outside. To what just happened, we are deeply involved in that artifact now, and so we are...
She chuckles.
Kind of bound to deal with that. So yes, for a time, I will be with them. But you, can I do anything for you?
Just your consideration is enough. Though.
Oh, bork, bork.
If I could ask for one thing.
Happily.
I would ask for a branch of the grapevines from Dionysus's garden.
Okay. One branch of a grapevine? That is all you wish?
She nods.
I Yeah, of course. I believe that should be hopefully not a difficult task. I'm learning a lot about this new land that I am in. It is very different from my own home. Similar enough, but different enough that I am learning many new things.
She just smiles.
From Dios. Sorry, I'm just also taking notes. Okay. I think. I mean, that all sounds. Well and good. Gosh, I feel like I'm asking too many questions now. Might I have one more? If it is not inconvenient.
As you wish.
When I had to leave home hastily, I had to leave some very important people behind, and do you have any way to, I don't know, see if they are safe?
She holds out her hand for you to take.
He takes it.
Who are these people most close to you?
He... They might be lovers of mine.
Describe them one by one, and we will see.
Well, the player, haven't written down the descriptions of the three of them yet, so can I roll a performance to see how well I described them?
Yep.
Perfect. 18.
You find out that they are all alive. However, all three are in someone else's harem now.
I mean, I figured that would probably happen, but I mean, I am glad that they are at least alive. I hope they are being treated well. He frowns.
She just says that is all I can show you. That is all I am able to see.
Well, that was more than I am grateful. Thank you. Thank you. He bows again.
When you try to pull your hand away, she squeezes it, and her eyes flash golden and red. One gold, one red. And she says, you have a duality to your fate. You cannot outrun it. And though the use of a godly artifact has affected each of you, and to even some degree myself, a great choice lies before you, cut into the very earth, like a canyon. You can either dive in, or you can fly. And then she lets go of your hand.
He hesitates a moment before he pulls it back, and thank you. I will keep that in mind. should I send the next person in?
Yes.
He smiles and gives one more polite bow and makes his way out. Right, whoever is next. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, the first thing you notice is like the pounding has stopped. So like the deity hitting the barrier to try to come in has stopped. And it's mostly quiet.
Right, whoever is next. It's all yours.
Durch will get up and kind of slowly make his way over there. While he does, DM, can you check your PMs, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Team friend, did you make her happy with the S touch?
He smiles sheepishly and says, no, I forgot the S touch.
You're rude! She's a gracious host and you do not do the S touch.
If she had asked me for the S touch, I definitely would have given it to her, but she did not ask for it.
Do you ask for a gift? No, you present the gift.
You did have consent for ass touching. My dad really stressed that.
Just
You go to like
Yes.
like hold up your hands and be like, and you see that you have a little satchel, a little sachet, a charm in your hand, Vakeen.
Oh.
And you have no idea what it does, but
That's all right. I will hopefully be able to identify that myself later.
you're like, oh, neat.
Just stash that away into my little side pouch.
Okay, so Durch is next. I need you, Durch, to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Alrighty. 7 plus 0.
The moment the door closes, you feel the emotions that had buried themselves spring forth. And you actually find yourself unable to see through the slits of your mask as the emotion overtakes you and sweeps you away.
Yeah, he's gonna just fall to his knees and kind of do like that bawling that when a baby is hurt. That's what it sounds like. For a couple minutes.
You feel a soft touch on the top of your head. A assurance and comfort, though unfamiliar, maybe not entirely unwelcome. And then she says something that maybe you need to hear, maybe you don't. But she says, cry as long as you need. There is plenty of time.
He's gonna sit there and bawl for a little bit.
When you finally gather yourself, she asks, "What weighs heavy on your mind?"
Was the relationship between my mother and Ares forced or coerced in any way?
She takes a deep breath. And then she holds out her hand.
He's gonna take it?
Okay, her brown eyes suddenly flash gold. Are you gonna try to see the vision that she has?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an intelligence saving throw.
That's a 22. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry. Okay. $22.
Okay. On a 22, try as you might, you cannot push. There's just something within you that disallows you to lose your senses, to breathe in the incense, and to let their toxins roll through your mind. Mentally, you're still too sharp. And when she comes out of her vision, she gives you a very soft look. It is not exactly as it seems.
I just want to know if she was a willing participant.
She closes her eyes and she takes a very deep breath. And she says no. But she was
Did my father?
She was given a choice.
Did my father know?
She looks even sadder.
I think he's gonna pick up on that immediately and just, why me? Why did he save me instead of her? Why the bastard child?
I think that is something you will need to ask him. My powers can see your fate in threads that connect to them, and sometimes to the larger scheme. But the very specific choices of free will are sometimes difficult to interpret. What I believe I saw was your father tried, but he was denied by Hades. Likely due to your real father's influence.
He's just gonna, like, clench his fists.
Your mother's parents went, and she just says your father's name. They went to Ares asking for help, for shelter, for succor. And in exchange, Ares said that if they were to have a daughter, that she would bear him a son. Try as you might, you are doomed. Your destiny is not one full of peace, but war. It depends on what side you wield your blade. Your tapestry is dripping red. I know you wanted a peaceful life. But some of us have things thrust upon us. Duties. Honors. Great titles. And she kind of motions around to the temple. And we are swept out to sea, with no choice but to let the current guide us. You have a choice, Durch. There is only one way out of all of this, and that is if you choose to defeat the fate. The sisters themselves. The priestess that bears the third eye. The priestess that is hidden but seen can offer you a salvation. But the Colossus comes, and it will arise for all of you, whether you are together or apart. Whether you choose to increase your powers as one or alone, it matters not. Time moves forward like the sea. The current has already begun.
He's gonna look to her again, starting to tear up. My entire life was a lie, and the people that I trusted the most turned on me as soon as Ares forced his will upon me. How can I ever trust anyone ever again?
She touches your cheek, suddenly, and you see a slice of her life almost identical to yours. The power different. The gilded cage very much the same. I do not have the answers. But trust is uniquely human, isn't it? Or maybe not. Animals display an innocent, trusting nature. And then she closes her eyes. When she opens them, your companions you travel with now. And her eyes begin to glow gold. You can tell that she's like using her power to see. There are hundreds of thousands of choices. But the potential for all of you to be great allies are there. They are like you, Durch, born of gods, either naturally or by force, or gifted a deity's power. The king doesn't even know that he has one foot in Olympus already. And she leans forward and whispers in your ear. And I'm gonna type at you. Hold on. I'm running back to my computer. This is the secret. The super secret sauce.
Wow. Okay. So there's just this look of disbelief, and then a bit of softening, a little bit. And just to clarify, she became the Oracle in much the same way that Durch got his power?
It was forced on her.
Forced?
Yep. It
Okay.
was chosen for her. And everyone then wanted her power. You watched as her own mother tried to drown her in a river.
Can you help me control this hatred that I feel in my heart all the time?
A gift from your sire. Yes, but it will cost you.
How about the promise that no matter what it takes, I will set you free?
Her eyes kind of widen. That is a hefty thing to promise.
I swear on my life.
Okay. Her hands, she holds her hands out in front of her, one in front of the other, palms facing each other. There's this flash of gold, and then a small little sachet, like a charm, like the one that she's been handing out, but yours has a metal clasp, and she says, never open this. Once it contains your rage. And then she grabs the front of your robes and she pulls you into a kiss. Make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a fail.
Okay. The pain is intense. As it starts off sort of pleasurable, like, oh wow, her lips are really soft, like, whoa. And then you're like, oh God, as she begins to suck. And you feel the heat of the rage from the bowels of your belly, twisting your insides and your guts and then up your esophagus. It feels like your esophagus is tightening and tightening and tightening. You're gasping for breath. Your eyes begin to water. You can just hear this high-pitched sound. Suddenly you can't smell anything. You're just gasping for breath. And then it's over. And you're coughing and sputtering. And she spits into the little sachet, and she closes it with a word in Celestial, then a word in Abyssal, and then she writes in Light, sealing it, and she gives it to you.
I swear on my life, you will be free. Or I will die trying. And he can feel the hatred gone. And now his mission is to save the Oracle. And yeah, he did, Seaweed, go in for an ass touch before the pain started, by the way.
Roll a sleight of hand.
That is a 17.
So she wears robes that are just slitted all the way up, tied with cord. So it's a whole handful of flesh. It's nice and firm and enough wiggle that you're like, nice. Much appreciate. And we'll leave it at that.
He just smiles and says thank you, and kind of walks out.
The choice is ultimately yours, Durch. I have told a few of you, but I will reiterate. The Colossal comes for all.
All right. Who's next? And everyone who's paying attention can kind of tell that there's a very noticeable demeanor change with Durch.
Then, did you get the hug?
I did, Seaweed. Thank you.
Very well. Seaweed's not happy for you. Hugs are
Seaweed.
wonderful.
Would you like a hug too?
You wish to hug Seaweed?
Yeah.
But Seaweed thought you did not like the moist.
It's okay. And he goes in for the hug on Seaweed.
Yeah, Seaweed. Yeah, you get a hug from Seaweed. It is viscous, a little slimy. But
The ass touch is happening too.
you grab the ass.
Absolutely.
Can you do a strength saving throw?
Oh god. Thank God, maybe? 17?
No, yeah. Yeah, it's once again, Seaweed's this weird organic fish thing, and then you squeeze the cheeks, and then lightning kind of shot out, but it missed.
I did forget about Seaweed's magical ass.
Mm-hmm. There'll be lightning in them cheeks.
Oh, God.
Whoever is next.
Bingo will go ahead on in.
Okay. She looks up from the bowl of water in her lap. It's kind of a wide, shallow bowl, and she's like stirring it and stirring it. And even as she looks up at you and motions for you to come forward, she looks back down and continues to stir it.
Bingo. Step forward. I thought I was coming here to help my lady, but I do have a question for you. If you are able to help me.
I will do what I can.
Do you have the ability to look in on my Ken?
What is it you wish me to see?
I want to know how the ones related to me are doing. They are my one regret. Always off adventuring and never spent the time with the family.
Alright. She holds out her hand to you.
Throw up my hand.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
14.
Okay. She shows you your closest relative that is alive and well. In the water, you see a piece of their daily lives playing out. The young kobold is currently playing a game of rice and chips, which includes twisting crawdads, spinning them, seeing where they then crawl to on a small hand-drawn map. And you hear the kobold, to whomever he's talking to, say,
See? That means the rice is mine.
You don't hear whoever he's speaking with, but they say,
No. Chips, rice, mine.
and then suddenly he and looks up. And the oracle says, would you like to see the next?
Of course. Yes, please.
And so you see different kobolds in different parts of their lives. Different times of day. There's one kobold who's straining hard over a rock throne, squeezing into the latrine below. There's another that is chewing on a stick, pacing back and forth. There's two sharing a drink and laughing. But there's one kobold. They wear chain-linked armor. There is a diadem on their brow, and their front canines are tipped in gold. They stand regally. Behind them, you can kind of make out a gate made of stone. Wherever they are, there is a red cast all over the stone around them and on their grayish skin and scales. There's no discernible marks on the armor, on the diadem, but there is a wicked intelligence behind their eyes. And then the water in the bowl returns to normal.
Thank you. You've brought this old kobold some peace of mind.
She says you are welcome. Are there other questions that you may have?
I really don't have any other questions. I came here to support my lady, as I said before. I am actually curious. You said you couldn't leave here?
She nods.
Are you planning to fight the one at your door?
If it comes down to it. We
Like
shall
Bingo's
see.
contemplating something as he's listening to that.
We shall see.
I do want to do a quick look around the room, see if she has any like weapons to defend herself.
She does not.
I'll reach to my belt and, in a manner of not being aggressive, I'm gonna two hands present her my mace and offer it to her.
She holds up her hand. It is not necessary. I will use magic.
You never know.
It is something you require to keep Hippolyta safe, is it not?
Can also use magic to protect my lady.
I cannot accept
And-
your gift.
Go down and put the mace back.
And she reaches out and touches your forehead, and her eyes glow golden with a flickering red like a firelight within the depths. She says, "You have been inflicted. A piece of madness lingers within you. If you intend to cleanse it, you will need to seek the aid of a deity."
Would you have recommendation on which deity?
She thinks for a moment. The goddess Demeter may be able to assist you with this affliction, or at the very least, be able to point you in the direction of someone who can. You are not the only one afflicted with the madness. However, your shard is of the greatest density.
Thank you for this information. We definitely need to take care of this.
For your offer to try to help me, I am touched that you would surrender your only weapon. Will you accept the boon?
So, like, think about it for a second. Yes.
Okay.
I will accept the boon.
She's gonna hand you a charm.
Take it very happily.
Let's see. Alright. This is the charm of the ever young. While you have this charm, you cease to age, and your scales sparkle like they're being hit with the sunbeams, and you're covered in morning dew. Your charisma increases +1. This magical anti-aging only ceases when you die.
Oh my, great boon.
You have lived a
Hey.
very long life, but it is not guaranteed you will live forever. Now you can, if you choose.
I don't think anybody should live forever. But with this, I can at least die in the way my religion wants me to. Die in battle protecting my lady. Maybe I'll end up in Valhalla. That would be lovely.
She just tilts
And he'll give her a smile.
She tilts her head. You follow the Scandi gods. Very good.
The Allfather guides my way.
Right. If you don't have anything else for her, she bids you farewell.
Just leave, and I'll thank her. And I'll make sure to get Myyrion.
All right. Myyrion.
Mm-hmm.
Step into the Oracle's room.
Yes, he'll take off his van braces and stuff so that he doesn't have anything on his hands or up his wrist, and he'll step in. And then just calmly approach her.
What questions can I answer? The look she's giving you is kind of knowing.
It seems from our early conversation you already know one of the ones I want to ask.
She gets a small
He needs
smile.
to. He needs to pay for what he did. How can I accomplish that?
By your hand, he needs to pay. She's asking.
He just nods.
War is coming. He will be swept into its claws. If he survives, you will never have your revenge. And she holds out her hand to you, and she beckons you forward.
He just looks at the ground, contemplating, then up to the hand, then will reach out for it.
Her eyes flash golden. And she says, "A dark power calls for Cadmus, beckoning him forward into a dark beyond the realm of Hades, a dark filled with vile creatures, imprisoned for eternity. Should he achieve this power, Cadmus will unleash the creatures held within Tartarus."
How soon would this likely happen?
The threads of fate are hard to size, and therefore hard to delineate a specific time. You have a great destiny before you, Myyrion. And she kind of gets a smile. Tilts her head to the side. How very curious. You bear with you Artemis's power, or at least a boon, but you did not absorb it into your flesh, correct?
Correct. He'll take his free hand and kind of reach into the pouch and pull out the crystal rose to show her.
And she points to the center of your chest and she says, "Because you already have power." A cup that is
What?
already filled can bear no more. You must meet with your
What's
true
he-
father. She answers your question before you even ask it. You will find him lounging in Dionysus's garden, and he will know you by name, but he will not be what you expect.
He just quiet nods at that.
Are there other questions I can answer for you?
My sister.
She grins.
It seems you already know the answer to what I'm going to ask as well.
Please, indulge me. Acquiesced your request.
Is it possible to find her?
Oh yes.
where would it be possible to start?
To start with your adventuring party.
He just kind of smiles and chuckles a little bit. And kind of just stares off, pondering. Do you think we have a chance?
You must grow in power. I recommend seeking the gods' advice, though they are sometimes equal parts good and bad. Demeter, Dionysus, Athena, all can offer strength and wisdom in your path ahead. But mind you, Myyrion, if this is your choice, the thread will be woven, and it cannot be undone. You will collide with the Colossus. And then she's gonna touch your cheek. And you will lose someone who has loved you for a lifetime. When she finally...
Never.
Oh, good.
He just kind of looks knowingly that, and then responds that it seems you can never really gain anything without some kind of sacrifice.
Thus are the machinations of fate. And she lets go of your cheek. I am sorry for all that you will lose, Myyrion. For I have seen it.
He just smiles knowingly. I'm not a stranger to loss. And if it's the price that I have to bear, then so be it.
When you have to make the choice, before you decide, I want you to use this charm. And she produces this little sachet made of brocade with a cord and a button to keep it closed. I want you to call to me. I may be able to help. Just know. Just know that this sachet may also call a different deity. Though I am able to wield a deity's power, I am not myself a deity. Essentially, I'm giving you a calling device that may or may not call any god who is listening. The only difference is I am always listening. But when you make that final choice between losing the one who has loved you for a lifetime and gaining your revenge, I want you to wait before you decide. Can you do that?
I will try.
That is enough for me. Do you have any more questions for me?
Just one more. Since you've been good enough to answer me, is there anything that I can do for you?
She tilts her head, just shakes it, laughing, like disbelieving. Your entire group has offered me some kindness. How odd. You have only known each other 24 hours, and yet it is as if I am listening to rippled reflections on the same lake, different and unique, but all drenched in the same water. I would ask you to assist Vikine. I would love a grapevine from Dionysus's garden. I was friends with him once, and I miss the view. But because you have helped me, the charm I have given you, I will make it a boon to assist you in your journey. Okay, I'm just reading, hold on.
He just kind of tilts his head at that.
I give you the charm with the power of the fated ones. When you have this charm, when you would die of any means other than, and she whispers, and she details a very gruesome death, and you're just like, yikes. You feel like your stomach kind of bubbles. She says, if you are to die in any other way but this, the charm will bring you back at 1 hit point. At least once a day.
That sounds extremely useful.
She shrugs. At least once a day useful. Hmm?
It's better than the alternative.
Death has never stopped anyone. And sometimes Hades is fickle, and he allows specters and ghosts to wander the countrysides. Regardless.
I appreciate this.
Myyrion. And she just looks at you, meeting your eyes for like several really quiet, intense moments, and then she whispers, "You were always meant to be king."
His smile slowly fades at the weight of those words. As long as I can do a better job of the current ones.
That'll be up to you to decide.
Well, in that case, I already know. He just smiles a little bit slyly.
The confidence is good. Let it carry you out to sea. Do you have any other questions for her?
No, that'll be it.
All right. So outside the Oracle's room, Hippolyta is the last to enter. She's in there for an hour, and then another hour. And while she's away, all of you have a chance to roleplay.
Durch is gonna just tell everyone, I did not know that was gonna happen, and I am sorry. I don't want to do that again.
Dartstrand, what happened? Seaweed is very confused.
Yeah.
He used the crown, and I believe I'm infected with some of its madness.
There's a crown? Where did the crown? Seaweed is still confused.
Just put the crown out of your mind. It's dangerous.
Crowns are dangerous. Understood. Seaweed shall remember. Crowns are dangerous.
You're such a smart one, Seaweed.
No.
He's glaring at
You are
Durch.
the wizard. You are the smart one. You are the wizard. Seaweed is not a wizard. You are the wizard. So smart.
You would make a good wizard.
No, Seaweed's not smart enough to be a wizard. Diego is wizard. Bingo is wizard. Bakeem is wizard. Seaweed is not wizard.
Not all magics come from one's intelligence, though, young Seaweed. Some magic just simply is and comes from the heart.
My magic is a gift from my god.
So, the magic comes from the heart. So, if Seaweed's heart is taken, it is magic? Do you squeeze the magic from the heart? Seaweed is confused.
I think keep trying to say you're a heart wizard.
Seaweed does always lose heart. Heart for Satan, Seaweed, please.
Yeah, alright, yes.
Please do not take Seaweed's heart.
Heart wizard.
From what I saw, you're probably an ass wizard.
Seaweed's ass is a wizard? What?
Yeah.
Seaweed, Seaweed knew the ass was special. But now, it is a wizard. Are you a wizard? The ass does not speak to Seaweed.
Got me to part of you.
Diego, talk to Seaweed's wizard ass. Maybe we'll talk to another wizard.
Okay. Best Seaweed's ass. Please speak up.
Seaweed's just looking very expectantly at her ass.
Perhaps it is shy.
I don't think it's going to
Right.
speak to you.
You are right. It is rude of Seaweed to demand the ass to speak. Very rude. Very rude.
Yeah.
But Seaweed learned something from the oracle. Seaweed knows how to get back to home. Seaweed needs to go east. Which way
Good.
is east?
Are you gonna leave?
But Seaweed wishes to go home. Seaweed's lost, but no more.
Does
So,
do you
advice from the oracle.
please
Jeez.
continue?
Yes, she's brought up getting help from Demeter with the madness that some of us may have been infected with from the use of the crown. It particularly worries me. Did anybody else get any good advice?
Well, I did, of course, ask a couple of questions, and I was told to perhaps seek some wisdom from Dionysus, who I suppose it sounds like his garden is not too far from Delphi, so that's good to hear. I also promised the Oracle Delphi that I would bring back a grapevine branch from his garden. And eventually, I don't know, this seems like it's going to be a little bit harder to do. Down the road, I maybe need to have a conversation with Hades.
The Kingren, you need to talk to an oracle or someone very smart.
Think I could help with that.
With talking to Hades?
I know some people.
Steven also knows someone. At the port of Post, there is Kibo. Kibo is so smart. Just like Delphi, Kibo gives advice to people to shape their lives. Kibo is very smart.
Depending on our travels, I might try to help you. It's something I don't quite want to reveal with somebody I've only known for 48 hours.
That is entirely reasonable. It's fine. Yes.
Seaweed has known Kibo for over a year. Kibo has never led Seaweed astray. Kibo is so smart.
Seaweed, how did you get lost?
Kibo had a prediction for Seaweed, and Seaweed is trying to... Seaweed is not very smart. So, Seaweed is afraid Seaweed misunderstood the Kibo. So, Kibo said, to find the ocean, you must go to the mountain. Or the ocean is at the mountain. And Seaweed is from the ocean. So, when Seaweed was unsure, Seaweed went to the mountain. But Seaweed could not find the ocean.
I was born in a mountain, you know.
Is there an ocean in the mountain?
Not in the mountain I was born in.
Oh. Maybe
It
this
was
is the
far
wrong
in the
mountain.
north. There's lots of mountains.
Maybe Seaweed must ask Kibo for more information.
Listening to Seaweed, those of you that she spoke the Oracle spoke of being swept out into the ocean, your gut feeling is Seaweed was meant to find all of you, and that her predicament is very close to yours. But the way that she ensnares information and then processes it may be why she needs you.
Oh, Kopik, I found a wonderful definition of what kind of Seaweed's going through.
Okay?
Apophenia. Apophenia is the tendency to perceive meaningful connections between unrelated things. Apophenia.
Can you please use it in a sentence?
Sure. Seaweed has apophenia.
Thank you for that. That's
Actually
actually
knew
pretty
that word.
funny.
If you were told to find the mountain, to find the ocean, but you found all of us, do you suppose that maybe that was meant to be?
Are you in the ocean?
You know, I am not, but
You know,
I'm just...
I am 75% water?
But a person's body is made up of a lot of water, kind of like the globe.
You're what?
I traveled the ocean to get to this country.
I came from you. You do not look at water.
I traveled on a boat.
It's internal.
You have the ocean in your body.
He looks
How
like
does the ocean fit in there?
very carefully.
You must know. Tell us your secrets.
I don't know the secret. Maybe if we continue to travel together, we will learn the secret.
Kiba would have the answer. Kiba would know.
Yeah, and I would hate for you just to leave. You know, I think it'd be fun to just go on this, I guess, adventure with all you.
Of course. I mean, we are all tied to...
That too, with the crowd.
Speaking of, Durch, I do not want your apology to fall on deaf ears. I appreciate your words very much. Obviously, your experience was your own. I do not know what you were told. I do not know what you went through, but... You know, if it is something that I can assist with... He bows. I'm here.
Still in hot water with me, kiddo.
Durch returns the bow and says, I am sorry, and I would not be opposed to traveling with you all. And he kind of hands you, Vikine, some gold and says, here, I think you dropped this somewhere.
Oh! Thank you! Oh! He returns it to his pouch. I have to make sure I do not... Do I have a hole in my gold pouch? Goes to look. Well, thank you for picking this up. I very much appreciate it. He kind of gives a knowing smile. Like, I see you, boy.
Turns to everyone else and says, I don't want to take up too much time, but the Oracle, she's not working freely, and I would appreciate if during our travels and helping everyone, we could assist her in earning her freedom somehow.
I would like that very much too.
I third this plan. I like that very much.
Yeah.
She is
Hey.
very nice to Seaweed.
I'm on board as well.
She is very good at hugs.
Durch just laughs at that. Yes. Yes, she is.
Yeah. But at least you'll have her good friend with her power kind of fear.
I was too nervous to hug her. To be honest.
I'm not much of a hugger.
I'm sure you made her very sad for not hugging her.
Durch turns to Bingo and it's like, you should try it out. Come here, little guy. And like opens his arms. Come
Bingo
on.
is hiding, puts Myyrion between you and him. With a little hiss.
So
We'll get
friends,
there.
Seaweed wishes to go east. Where is everyone else going?
East.
Well, I don't quite know the direction of everywhere I need to go. I think maybe we all need to figure out where everyone needs to go, and maybe we figure out the best streamlined route. Yes, I think that would be a good idea.
My one big one is I want to stop by Demeter.
Is that east?
I don't know.
So if the Oracle told you where to go, but did not tell you where to go.
No, the Oracle told me who I needed to talk to.
Can I roll something to know where to go?
I'm sure that's someone more local than myself, because I am from very far away. It would be...
What direction are you from, actually? I'm curious now.
What direction am I from? I would have to look at a map because I don't
Southwest.
know. Southwest.
From the north.
I am from very far southwest.
Seaweed might know of someone who's very well traveled, but it's also a post. Ori is a sailor. Ori is very nice. He's been everywhere.
Eddie is also quite knowledgeable.
Who?
Hippolyta?
Apata. Is that the jellyfish girl? I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
talking to
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can pronounce her name Hippolyta or Hippolyta, like with a little huh. Just depends.
Apollo, friend.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Hippolyta. Mm-hmm.
Jellyfish.
Yep.
Jellyfish. So, is Seaweed the old one with a direction to go?
If I were to look at a map, I could probably figure out where I need to go.
There
I
are
just-
maps in post. Seaweed has seen them.
We could
I'm
always head back
hoping-
to town.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's a great idea.
We could always head back to town and see if they have a map. I too also actually need to go to the garden.
Ah, perfect. That's two, I suppose. Like I said, I think once we get the map and we figure out where everyone needs to go, we figure out what the best route is. But we definitely promise to get you back to your post. Is what it's called? Is where you're from?
The port is called Post.
Ah, the port. But you're not from the port. But you need to get to the port to get home.
The port is Seaweed's new home.
That was a lot of words for Seaweed.
So, Beekeeper, you are the smart wizard here. We go back to town for a map?
Yes, I think we need to go back to town, get a map, figure out where we all need to go, and find what the best route will be for that, and then go from there.
Beekeeper, you're such a smart wizard. You are very knowledgeable.
Thank you. I study very hard.
Diego friend! Can you use your stick? Leave the party stick instead. We don't have any map. We have Diego in the stick.
Yeah, I can toss up in the air. We can just go wherever the stick points.
Perfect. So we have two options. We have the key in the map and Diego with the stick. Two very good options.
Yeah, I
Very
mean, it led me here, so yeah. Kinda don't really have a direction myself, so I think I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. As much as we can in this in this weird situation. Yeah.
Diego does not have a stick right now, so... Map then? Seaweed is very confused. We can't Mura Smart. Where did we go?
Well, once Apolata has come out, I think we see what time of day it is and about how long it will take us to get back to town, and maybe get map, maybe spend the night, make our route on the map, and then in the morning we head out to whatever our first destination is.
Does anyone know where the big scary guy that I accidentally fried?
My concern was he's still out on the front doorstep.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I noticed that he is no longer knocking, so maybe he gave up?
maybe he's just waiting out the spell that the Oracle used.
I mean, that is also a possibility, yes.
I don't think we're going out the same way we came in, is my concern.
I mean,
Well,
I can
we-
go check.
I mean, you can. I mean,
There might be a back door.
I'm sure there is more than one entrance to this temple.
I mean, the Oracle would have foresaw needing an extra.
I also think it would be very unreasonable to build a building that you are forcing someone to stay in and only make one exit. Like, you need more than one exit in case of emergency.
I mean, it's kind of unreasonable to force someone to stay in one place for the rest of their life.
No,
It
I
is
absolutely
unreasonable.
agree.
Yeah.
It's completely
Mhm.
unreasonable.
Oh. That reminds me of long ago.
What?
Come
How
on,
long ago,
Bingo
percent?
just drifts off for a second.
Continue.
Maybe some other time.
Yeah. I just gotta ask everyone. I know we may be on a bit of a time crunch, but could we possibly just take little stops on the way? Just just random places, just like I don't know, like just how to just completely say it, but like when you go to town and every town has a sort of legend, like, oh, there's this wonderful place that very few people have ever been to and all that. If we ever hear something like that, would it be out of the question just to, go and explore a bit? Hopefully find it?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't really know what our time crunch is. I know that there is the demanding, not demanding,
I mean,
the impending clash with these colossi, whatever. But we don't know when that's going to happen.
There's that, and also the results of me using the crown that we need to deal with.
Right. We also don't know how long that's going to take either.
As long as it doesn't impede our main mission.
I think it's just going to have to be a stepping stone in our path towards whatever it is we are walking towards.
Yeah. Just I don't know. When I finally got out, I just kind of imagined a bit more adventure. You know, not like a sort of straight line, but like kind of taking time to just experience all of it. No?
Yes, I would like. I mean, that would be great. As much as possible. Seeing as how we are in, I would say more way than one, tied together by, well, it seems our threads of fate have perhaps been braided. I mean, Hippolyta brought us together. We are all apparently destined to encounter the same great beast, man, creature. I
hope that whoever this great beast is, it has a hippopotamus head.
You know, I'm not sure what a Colossus looks like. I'm not sure if it has a hippopotamus head or not. But you know, we have hippopotamus where I am from. They are quite cute, but they get very angry if you're not careful.
I just saw a picture of one and I was like, wow.
What's a hippopotamus?
Big, gray, and has a huge mouth. Apparently loves watermelons.
They tend to live in like rivers, ponds. I am not sure what they offer to the ecosystem, but they exist. They're there. They're big. They have cute little ears. Like, tries to make little hippopotamus ear shapes, like with his fingers on his head. But yeah, I don't know if they have hippopotamus here.
I've never heard of one before. In all my 100 years.
Ah, you live forever.
I mean,
Still
100
learning
years is a decent amount of time.
It's longer than any other of my race I've ever met.
Well, there you go. Well done. Oldest kobold I have ever met. You're probably the only kobold I've ever met, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I know.
But definitely the oldest.
I was about to do the old, of all the kobolds I met, you're the only one.
It's disappointing. My people are quite the people. And I'm not the greatest representation of their vibrance.
Yeah, you do fine. No.
Well, if they're all even as half as good as you, they must be good.
I mean, there's good kobolds and bad kobolds, like any other race.
I mean, that varies with everyone, right? There are good elves, there are bad elves, there are good whatever Seaweed is and bad whatever Seaweed is. I'm sorry, Seaweed. I have never met anything like you either.
Seaweed is a seaweed. That's so cute.
Uh,
All right.
Okay.
At that point, the oracle's door opens, and Hippolyta steps out. And as she walks, her bare feet press into the stone of the oracle's temple, and the bell charms that she wears around her ankles tinkle in a light-hearted way. But her steps are sure, and she doesn't speak to any of you as she makes her way to the entrance. Do you follow?
I definitely follow.
I think, yeah, without... Yes, of
I
course.
follow.
I fall in right next to Diego. Not Diego, sorry. Bingo.
Friend, where are you going?
All of you
Friend?
need to stay in the temple.
Can't leave you, my lady.
You must. I will
What's
return.
even
can't.
Trust me. I have to do this.
Are you planning on returning?
When it is safe, I will come back for you. But I must make sure that that dark night is not outside.
As long as you are planning on returning.
The motions her to bend over so closer to him.
Question, is
Promise.
it really dark outside right now?
It is pretty dark. Mm-hmm. After each of you have gotten a chance to talk, yeah.
Friend, here, and Seaweed offers a handful of glowing liquid. Friend, it is dark. Here. It may be useful.
She says thank you. And then she
Durch.
motions it with her hand, and so she's not holding it. It like kind of bubbles and glows over her head.
You are such a powerful wizard!
What does Durch say?
Is there anything I can do to fix this whole situation that's about to happen? Maybe I could talk to him through whatever this barrier is and apologize and
No.
Okay.
He will not accept your apology, though he does owe a bit of a boon to Diego for healing him. But I promised I would protect you. And I promise now I will protect all of you. It is my wish that brought your threads together. But it is your choice to braid them. I'm terrified. I've never faced something so strong. And then she reaches up and she starts untying the veil. When I step outside, none of you are to look. Do you understand? You must trust me. And I will trust you not to look. For if you do, your very life will end. Do you understand?
Yes, friend.
Yes.
Just
Go ahead, Bingo.
Just promise to come back to me. I'll be lost without you.
I would never leave by choice. My very old companion.
This isn't much, but Diego will, if you don't mind, just allow this to happen, and Diego will just use calm emotions to, settle the fear within her. I was going to convert some spell slots.
She says thank you.
Yeah, it's not much, but better than nothing, I suppose.
I appreciate it.
Durch just says, I'm sorry. And then per the terms of our contract, he herds everybody back out of the way and turns them to face the other way, except for Diego.
Bikini's
except for
already
Diego.
facing the other way.
See, we forgot, sorry. Seaweed's very... Friend!
He definitely has his hands on Seaweed's shoulders, making sure she's facing away.
I wish to give final gift, please.
Okay, make it quick.
Okay, Seaweed goes up and starts wiping mucus on her feet.
Okay.
Dear friend, you are now very sticky. And has spider climb.
Cool. She says thank you.
Seaweed walks back.
All right, Myyrion, what do you do?
Sorry. And I too actually have something for you. He'll give her Shield of Faith. So she'll just shimmer slightly. But she gets a +2 bonus to AC for the duration.
She says thank you.
And you're aware of what he is, correct?
Yeah? I think a little bit even more than you're ready for, Chron. but yeah, are you talking about the extra special stuff from your race?
No, Myrion's asking her if she's aware what the night is.
Oh!
I'm sorry, you kind of cut out.
She says I have a guess who he is.
Oh, not so much what, but who.
He'll kind of nod and then turn back around.
Okay, does anyone
Okay,
look?
No. One more thing. No,
One
before
last thing. Okay.
One more thing.
Okay.
It is
One more thing.
completely useless compared to everyone else, but here. He presses a small, smooth obsidian stone into her hand. This is my lucky charm from home. I hold tight to it when I am afraid. Perhaps it will bring you courage. And I turn around.
Okay.
One more thing.
One more.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
Bingo actually will drop to his knees and start praying to Odin for her safety.
Okay. I won't have you roll because you're in the Temple of Delphi. But you pray.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
We wait impatiently.
Oh wait, where's the crown?
You don't
Do you
know.
have?
Do you ask her?
Not like give it back, but is the crown safe? I won't use it again.
I believe it's safe.
Okay.
And Hippolyta reaches up and starts to untie things. But before she removes the veil, she says, Myr, what exactly did you sense from him?
He's a celestial, but he's also fiendish, like he from the underworld.
So he is a deity, but also something demonic. All right.
Yes, I'm not sure exactly.
Fair enough. Everybody? Oh. I'm sorry if you could hear that. I was giving my dogs water. You hear her hat and veil hit the ground. None of you are expecting or even suspected that you would feel this draw to turn and look. I need everyone to roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh, damn!
Why would you do this to us? Question, if Bingo's still here, do we still get -5?
Not in the Temple of Delphi.
Okay, just double checking, cause you know that makes a big difference.
17. With my bonus of 0 to make it a 17.
21 total for Seaweed.
I hope it's actually a save. It's a 19.
23 for Myyrion.
24 for Diego.
I sure hope a 17 is high enough.
19?
You have
For
a
Durch?
you have an inspiration you could roll, Vakeem.
Oh, so a 17 is not high enough. Okay.
That's not what I said.
That's kind of what that. I feel like that hits
I
it
said
though.
if you wanted to, you could roll again. That's what I had said.
I mean, I haven't used any yet, so sure, that'll be an 18 plus 3 for 21.
Okay. And Durch got a what?
No, I'm not so confident in my 19.
Well, I'll be not confident in my 19 then.
Nice.
So the two of you roll a 19. And everyone else got a 20 or above?
Yep.
Alright.
If we see anyone going to turn, can we actively try and, like, hold them so that they don't?
You can, yeah.
Like,
Let's do it then.
do we all realize it's very important for us not to watch? Like,
Oh,
with
yeah.
Seaweed,
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we do. We know.
So,
We were explicitly told.
There's just, like, a magic pulling.
Mm-hmm.
Seaweed will do something.
how, if
Okay,
your
you-
eyes are closed,
You Seaweed start. You look at Seaweed start like breathing heavily, like her chest starts to expand, like kind of like a bellows for like for a blacksmith, just expand, contrast, and every heaving breath, like vapors start pouring out of her gills, looking on like the bottom of her chest, and just kind of like cycling. Like the more she breathes, the more this vapor starts to roll out, and fog cloud is cast, obscuring everyone around me.
So all of the movement kind of happens all at once. Those of you that are trying to stop Durch and Bingo from turning, like it's all hands on deck. And then as the two of you would have made contact with Hippolyta, all you see is one bare shoulder, glittering, sculpted from marble. Beautiful. The simple glance of that bared flesh ignites a carnal hunger that makes your loins ache and your chest scream. The minute she's out of view, that feeling fades. Bingo, this is the first time you've experienced the full force. She's very careful never to reveal herself.
Bingo's probably in shock. He hasn't felt that emotion in a long time.
Like, if ever, right?
Well, he has kids, but he's never had like feelings of love. It's not how kobolds work.
All right.
I don't know about you, but I didn't feel love per se.
You hear her shout. When you weren't able to hear the Dark Knight, only the pounding of his fist, the opposite is true for Hippolyta. She calls for him, and when he appears in a clap of thunder, all of you feel anxious. The fog cloud completely obscures your vision, but you hear a scream. And we're gonna end there for tonight.
Oh my!
Oh no.
It's impossible, but you could use this boon to make sure you don't get it alive.
Topic, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
It's so good.
Masterful storytelling. Superb.
Amazing.
Everyone did so good. You guys are all good. Everyone's good.
All I did was touch ass.
That is not all you did.
You touched the ass so well.
No, I mean,
You
I
got
got my
ass
ass
touched
touched.
too,
I wasn't
yeah.
the toucher, I was the touch-eed.
Yeah. I touched hearts. Oh,
Yep.
heart.
Thank you guys for joining us for this episode
Thank
of
you.
Whispering Pantheon.
Thank you,
There you go.
Captain. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great game as always.
All right. Let's go raid.
Read.
We will.
Relevance?
Also, chatters, don't forget to go to Twitter at Copic_Doll and to follow. Drop a follow.
You know what?
And if you're also on
Yeah.
this Twitch, make sure to subscribe, follow, whatever you do. Support this wonderful.